I want to know who hurt Nissan to the point where they're bringing a Nissan Armada Nismo to America in the fall of 2026. And they aim this squarely at the Ford Expedition. It makes 460 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. This is Nissan we talking about. Oh, and don't let it have the same bell housing on this transmission as like a Nissan GTR. You'll probably see these in Texas with VR38D TTs. It really go hard. I like it. It look like it want to be like a GMC Yukon bad as hell. But no harm, no foul. I definitely try to buy it. These are definitely going to be a problem next year because with some bolt-ons, you probably touching what, 700 horsepower with a tone and a free-flowing exhaust. Yeah, you don't let the Ultimate drivers get their hands on these. But how do you feel about the Nismo Armada? Would you cop this thing?
You Whipple guys are getting out of hand. Bro, like, who rides around with 3.8 liters of Whipple? Bro, you have a whole Nissan R35 on top of a goddamn LS, basically. Bro, like every year they come out with a new generation of supercharger. You gotta have it. If they came out with a 5-liter Whipple right now, some of y'all ass will be rushing to go get it. And it'll be primarily the Hemi guys, knowing damn well you don't need it. Like, bro, I kid y'all not, every time I go to a car meet, everybody and they mama got damn near every generation of Whipple. 3-liter Whipples, 3.8-liter Whipples, 4-liter Whipples, 4.5-liter Whipples. Like, bro, and then got the nerve to have a rev battle. Like, it sound like a dolphin orgy. So listen, all I'm saying is Whipples and goddamn Mustangs of any generation go hand in hand. Like slim white chicks on Brazzers and BBC. Bro, I'm talking about riding around here making a Lizzo's thong worth of torque. Like, I kid y'all not, the key to being a Whipple warrior, you got to get like a S550 Mustang, upgrade the fuel system, throw a drag pack on that bitch, some slicks and skinnies, and you just drop a Whipple on top of it. That's it. That's all you have to do. You got a 9, low 8-second car right there. The Ford 460 big block. I done said it time and time again. This got to be the most underrated, big, gargantuan ass engine that Ford has ever made. Dare I say it's better than the 454 if it wasn't so damn expensive. You can bore and stroke this engine to 557 cubic inches. You're looking at 8 to 900 horsepower naturally aspirated. We're not even talking about the 3 to 400 shot you're going to add on top of that. A lot of you may not know this, but GMC actually built a big block V6. Yes, they do exist. And it came in multiple displacements. It came in a 305 cubic inch. It came in a 351 cubic inch, a 401 cubic inch, and a 478 cubic inch. Meaning it uses a 5.125 piston. That is a damn dinner plate. This is the bane of my existence. This is a 350 rocket. You can't, listen what I'm telling y'all. An old head with one of these, you can't tell him shit about no LS. To him, the 350 rocket is the best engine that has ever been created. Like, that's just a philosophy. Man, I don't need no LS. I just need big cam, a little dope on it. Man, I whoop anything. R35 guys, y'all must thought y'all was safe. Y'all not safe. Y'all not safe. You see, the R35s are basically 370Zs that graduated high school, took a gas station pill, and started their OnlyFans. These guys can't wait to be interviewed by Cal 1320s. So how much power does it make? It make 1,500 horsepower to the condom. You see, these badasses come in 3 flavors of fucked up. See, you have the conservative R35 guys, which make about 700 to 900 horsepower. Then you have your Dan Ruse. That we're going to call that class the Dan Ruse. These guys are going to talk they shit, but everybody going to be afraid to race them. Why? Because more than likely, they make around 1,200 to 1,500 horsepower. And then you have the Alpha GTR guys and gals, which make anywhere from about 1,900 to maybe 2,500 fucking horsepower. Alpha guy, y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. The Alpha guys are the one. Look, this is a 3.8 liter twin turbo V6 monstrosity with all-wheel drive, right? And even with the all-wheel drive, these things can still pop a wheelie. The builds consist of like 4.1 stroker blocks, twin 76mm turbos, sequential transmission, because why the fuck not? The transmission itself costs around like $30,000 to $40,000. All of these parts culminate into a car that squats like women who gotta pee on the side of the road because they can't make it home. What's about these things nastier than a percolating school teacher popping coochie on a handstand? Bro, these things are nastier than a Catholic priest's search history. Bro, these things are nastier than a pastor's wife selling coochie on Christian Mingle. If you see slicks on all four of this man's tires, leave that man or woman alone. Bro, they take off fast enough to make your face end up in your pocket. You see, the G-Body has more in common with some of y'all crazy-ass baby mamas. Bad for your health, expensive as hell, but you're going to get back in it again. It's probably the only car that you can invest probably $6,000 worth of suspension mods in, and it'll still refuse to go straight like Ellen DeGeneres after 12 shots of tequila. Oh, bro, this thing is about as dangerous as a Jack Purtle's biscuit with no water, bro. You fighting for your life behind the wheel. The minute you take off, this bitch decides it wants to be a snake. Oh, bro, GM's execs were cooking in that office, bro. They had a lot of strippers in the office, reeling lines of coke off their ass, and was like, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a gangster-ass car, of which no car company has ever done. It ain't going to be powerful worth a damn. But what we will do is make this motherfucker nastier than a nun with a thong on. There's a reason why the G-Body, the Fox Body, and the S10 trucks are the big three. Simple. They're basically tin cans on the wheels. You gut them, throw a roll cage in them, put a 383 under the hood of one of these G-Bodies, bro. A good 300 to 400 shot of nitrous. And you have a fucking unbeatable machine. This is pretty much GM's go-kart. And honestly, this is probably the last true muscle car that GM ever created. A time, you know, where cars was untouched by just unnecessary electronics and shit like that. This has to be the last true muscle car.